Hi everyone, I'm Brooke, and this is part 6 of the most in-depth 3-hour-long analysis and discussion of the new Nintendo Switch Breath of the Wild trailer you will see. We hope you enjoy it, so please subscribe and like so you don't miss out on future news and rumored videos.
We see that beast with the 2 giant tusks.
Yep, this is the saber-toothed tiger we were talking about earlier.
Is that a Goron to the left? It looks like the Goron ruby tattooed on his arm.
Yeah, that does look like a Goron, and a race we haven't seen in a 3D title in a very, very long time. And I'm not counting Ganondorf here.
Gerudo.
Got a Gerudo. You know, her red hair stands out.
She looks like she's holding something golden.
Yeah.
Link doesn't have the Master Sword here.
No, so it's got to be later on in the game in the future. It looks like they're standing in front of some type of
the
big steel structure.
Yeah, it looks like it's sunken in the ground, kind of, as well.
One thing that this reminds me of is like the facilities that they had out in the Lanayru desert.
Yeah.
You know, built by the robots and everything. And even the mining cart facility that they had. This actually, the front of it looks like the robots a little bit. You know, it's got the rounded circles.
What does that thing to the left look like to you? Does it look, to me, I want to say it reminds me at first glance of like a giant skeleton of one of those worm things that we seen earlier coming out of the sand.
It almost looks mechanical to me because you see like a drill hole right here in the side. It could be bones. But it's like kind of the same gray color as this building right here.
Yeah.
And if Link wasn't there, you'd be able to see that it's really close to this building. So I don't know. Definitely something. I like the little details they gave with this Gerudo here. She's got like what looks to be a peacock.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Link, he's been rocking that same shield for a while, so.
Yeah, he has. This has got to be later on in the game, though. One thing that could be cool that it kind of looks like it kind of introduces in this game is maybe there's more than one companion you can get in this game. You know, you get Wolf Link. They haven't touched on anybody else. But what if these 3 travel with you? That would be something that would add a layer of depth to the game.
Yeah.
Like or maybe they just travel with you to certain locations.
See, it would be really cool if, like in Jabu Jabu's Belly, in Ocarina of Time, you had to carry Princess Ruto around. Wind Waker, there was Makar, I forgot their names. But they acted the same way where you had to go back and forth from controlling one or the other, or like you had to carry the one around.
Yeah.
And then the bird,
Ido or something like that.
Like they would be your companion in the dungeons, but they wouldn't necessarily act on their own. You had to take control of them. If it was something like where these were completely controlled by their own AI, and they still helped you out, and you didn't have to control them or tell them what to do or whatever, that would be really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Like if
I have a feeling this saber-toothed tiger could be a replacement for Epona or Wolf Link.
Yeah, like it would be really cool if, like while you're in the middle of a fight, if the Goron beside you like started rolling around and attacking people, or using a weapon like the Megaton Hammer, like Hyrule Warrior style.
Be good to bring the Goron with you to fight something big. Whereas if you were going to bring the Gerudo with you, you'd probably get something to where you'd be able to fight more evasive enemies, maybe do some stealth and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's also cool to see the different races interacting with each other here.
I know, right?
Like usually the Gerudo are confined to their area, the Gorons are confined to theirs, the Zoras are confined to theirs. So it's cool to see the Goron out of its normal territory.
Yep, just got some wind going on there. We come to this scene. More sad Zelda.
Yeah.
What is going on with this? This has got to be after she falls on the ground.
Yeah.
They like chop this scene up. It'd be really cool to actually make a video to where you piece these pieces together to make one fluent scene, but anyways, we got Zelda here. She's all dirty and in the what looks like the goddess dress and everything.
Yeah, this is the white dress we've seen her in the lake. So I wonder if after this scene, if she walks into that, because it's nighttime in a forested area with water at that statue that she was in the water with. So where she's all dirty here, it would be interesting if she got in the water to kind of rinse off. And that's why you see her like holding it around her waist while she's in the water.
Yeah, or maybe even possibly vice versa. This could be, this is going into heavy speculation here, but the reason Zelda's crying right here could possibly be, she bathed herself in that water there. She could have remembered something from being Hylia before. The weight of that knowledge is just crushing her to death. That's going into super far speculation though, but
yeah,
it'd be very interesting dynamic though to see, because she cares about Link, knowing that he's gone through so many lives of sacrificing himself for Hyrule and knowing that he has to do it again.
Yeah.
That's just that would be really upsetting to somebody. But she falls into Link's arms. He kind of caresses her. Perfect way to keep that emotion going, Nintendo.
I can't really say where this is. We see another bokoblin or whatever on a tower, presumably with an arrow to shoot at you, while the other's chasing you on a horse, it looks like. I don't really see anything else right now. Maybe if you go forward a little bit.
There's some
more of the same. I didn't see anything too interesting.
Just some structures. And then we see some ice arrows.
Yeah, this giant skeleton enemy.
Yeah, this skeleton. It's so fast that there's... maybe this is a stall moblin.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Like a giant one.
Because it's about the same height as them, I would say. But you never know. It's got horns on it, too.
It looks like it's close to Death Mountain as well.
Yeah, or maybe it's a...
Oh, Link has the ice arrows here. Mm-hmm. So maybe you can use the ice arrows to freeze the lava and make a path.
Oh, maybe. That'd be very interesting.
He has a different shield.
Yeah, it looks more armored out. Yeah, it's got a spike on it.
Maybe it'll do more damage if you hit an enemy with it. He still has the broadsword, so this is before he gets the master sword.
Yeah, like you were saying with the ice arrows, I could see him using the Chronos ability or whatever it's called to freeze the lava as well, similar to the water, create platforms. They'll probably burn up though. That'll be the interesting dynamic of that. So they won't just stay there. But yeah, he freaking shoots that guy. I mean, look at the ice spread on that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's crazy. But I doubt it will hold him for very long. It looks like he breaks out of it right there. But now we come to this scene of a Goron. And I'll take it from here.
It's really cool. Like it looks like he actually has hair, which has been missing from past Zelda games. I can't really think of anywhere a Goron has hair. Can you?
Just Twilight Princess.
Yeah, and then in Twilight Princess they had a bunch of crazy designs as well. Like some had like volcano shapes on their back and stuff like that, which is really cool. Because in Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, most of them looked the same. So to get the variety in Twilight Princess was really cool. And then in Skyward Sword, I think there is concept art of 2 or 3 different types of Gorons, but I'm not sure. So it's really cool to see them different here. This does look like a different Goron than the one that's beside you in the scene with the Gerudo, because on that one I didn't notice any hair on the arm, and here it looks like he's almost covered in hair through his arms, and especially around his head and shoulder, and his wrist looks like it has hair coming out too. You can't really see his arm to see if it's covered in hair or not. It looks like there's a blue energy going around him, and in the background, in like the top left, it looks like there's lava going down. So that would make sense. Typically the Gorons live close to Death Mountain. We see the chains on him. Some of the Gorons in Twilight Princess, I know the main boss had chains around him, and I think the brother protector, whatever it was, the mini boss that you had to prove yourself to in that dungeon, I think he also had chains around him.
Yeah, he did. So it's a little throwback to Twilight Princess there. I wouldn't know what this blue flame is, but it almost looks like it's either engulfing him or he's emitting this this blue energy.
Yeah, it would be interesting if they did that to keep themselves cool inside the lava.
That would be interesting. Either that, or it'd be cool if they brought the sages back and he's the Goron sage, you know, using some magic or something. But other than that, we really can't see nothing in the background. Jesse basically covered everything there. We see a big Goron symbol here, and it looks like he actually has a design similar to the champion's shirt around him, this loose sash, which might symbolize the Goron's well-being with the Hylians. You know, it might have been a gift from the King of Hyrule or something, just because this is that royal blue that we've been seeing. Probably just a little faded from the fact that he's inside Death Mountain from what it looks like here. It looks like he smacks down, but then we come to this scene of Link, and we've got a statue right here that really throws back to the Spirit Temple from Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, there's the giant statues in that temple as well.
Yeah.
The snow areas make me wonder if it is in the Gerudo area, or if it's going to be like a reference to a different race. Or maybe the Gerudos are in different areas, who knows?
Yeah, maybe this butts up to the Gerudo Desert because it starts to get dry as it goes down.
Yeah. Still doesn't look like he has the Master Sword.
No, still doesn't have the Master Sword. Got that paraglider though.
It looks like he might have snow on his left boot.
Yeah, maybe. It's either that or the lighting there. I really don't like the textures of the snow on the side of this. It kind of looks a little generic, but you know, you can only do so much with such a massive game.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will look better in actual gameplay, but it looks like this statue is holding something, probably like a sword or a staff underneath it.
Yeah, I can see that.
This just screams Egyptian to me, so I would think that would mean Gerudo, but we don't see the Gerudo symbol anywhere here. Link keeps flying down towards it, probably lands on it. Right here, we great fairy. I can only assume she's coming out of the water. She looks freaky as hell. She's half naked, like all great fairies almost.
Yeah.
And you know, she's got the fairy wings on the side of her head. It's probably the fairy queen. She's even got a crown, and she's got some bracelets with some little designs coming out of that fountain. Like I said, this even looks like a flower that she's in. Inside, was that in the Wind Waker? Was the fairy queen inside of a flower? I can't remember when you get the arrows.
I can't remember.
I believe it's the arrows that you get in there, the fire and ice arrows. But yeah, this is a great fairy. Very interesting stuff there.
Link's riding the horse on the snow. That looks interesting.
Is that snow or is it sand?
It looks like there's palm trees in the left of the screen, so it could be sand. And then there's the ocean right beside it, so that would make sense if it was sand going into the ocean.
I really can't wait to get on a little raft and see how far out this ocean goes. They could have endless possibilities of little islands that you can go to find certain treasure, and you know, if you can breathe underwater, being able to go underwater and explore little areas would be really cool to see.
I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, give this video a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, please subscribe so you don't miss out on future gaming news, theories, rumors, and discussions. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comments below on how it could be improved. Your feedback is the most important part of bringing the quality of content on this channel to be the best that it can be. I would like to take this time to give a huge thank you to this month's Patreon supporters: Jonathan, The Edge Network, Magic Tech Review, John Frank, and Harris Priest. This video was made possible by supporters on Patreon. If you would also like to support this channel, head over to patreon.com/GameOverJesse, where you can support this channel as well. Rewards vary from having your topic featured on a future discussion, seeing videos early, joining as a guest on a video, shoutouts, and having a custom avatar similar to my own drawn of you to match any video game or anime art style that you would like. Mine is of myself as Link, but you could choose to have yours any way that you would like. Finally, I would like to thank my friends CS Guitar 89 and Gnomo Designs for providing the music and artwork for this video.